Welcome to the 2021 Canadian Championships. This is the first time the IDFA has held the Canadian Championships. We have been holding shows across Canada since 2005, and with this online format, this was possible. So let's give a huge round of applause to all the amazing natural athletes who won the open divisions in their provincial championships to earn their spot at the Canadian Nationals. At the show, we will have all the divisions. We'll have Transformation Challenge, Fitness Model, Bodybuilding, Figure, Physique, and Bikini. So if you want to learn more about the IDFA and competing in the IDFA, check out idfa.ca. Our next competition will be June 5th, followed by July 24th, and so on. So if you want to see our full list of events coming up, go to idfa.ca, or just even check them on the screen here, or go in the description below since we're on YouTube here. You can find out all the dates there, like I said, idfa.ca. All the rest of the shows this year are open to athletes from around the world. So no matter where you live, since it's online, you can enter the competition. So I'm sure you pretty much want me to stop talking here and get into the show. So let's get things started with the Transformation Challenge. First up, representing Ontario is Virginia Lockyer.
Hi, I'm Virginia Lockyer from Toronto, and I started this challenge because I wanted to prove to others that nothing is impossible. I started my journey approximately 2 years ago, but during this journey, I had a lot of ups and downs, and of course, with my background of my health and everything, it was something that I had to really question. But with amazing support that I have and the amazing people in my life, they all told me, like, follow your heart, do what you need to do, and just push through and try and get to wherever you can. So basically, you know, over the last few years, I've really plunged forward, and I used to be 245 pounds, and I said to myself, you know, I'm gonna have grandbabies one day, and I want to be able to chase after them. I want to be able to see my kids, you know, get married. I need to make a change for my health. So again, I wasn't going to talk about it, but I will, because a lot of my friends are like, you need to talk about this during your interview, during your video, because it's so important. So I am a fibromyalgia person. I have a chronic illness. I have chronic fatigue syndrome. I also have basically arthritis, and I also got diagnosed during my challenge with de Quervain's in both my wrists. So it was a big challenge for me. My heart was broken, because, you know, you need to really be able to use weights, you need to really be able to push forward, you need to be able to do all kinds of things with your hands during working out. So I had to actually work around things and find other ways of doing so. So, you know, getting up every day was always a challenge, but I thought about it in the back of my head and I said, I really, really want this. So I pushed forward, and here I am today. So as I said, I started at 245. I'm actually down to 153. So I'm super, super happy with my goals, and I'm super happy with, you know, everything that I've accomplished so far. And IDFA has always been, you know, truly, truly supportive with us, and, you know, any questions you had, they answered back, you know, and it really, really helps a lot during training and during the progress. So, as I said, my main reason for getting into this is so that people know you're out there, you really want something, regardless of your health, regardless of, you know, what people say you can't do. Being a fibromyalgia warrior, being a person with chronic illness, being someone that, you know, does have some restrictions, there's always ways to work around it. If you really truly want it, then you go for it. Follow your heart, follow your dreams, and, you know, that's what I did, and that's why I am here where I am today, and I'm not stopping here. So thanks so much, and again, thank you so much, IDFA, for everything that you've done, and good luck to everybody.
Next, representing Quebec is Marie-Josée Vial.
Good day, everybody. I'm gonna need to read this since usually I speak French. So let's do this. Let me introduce myself. My name is Marie-Josée Vial and I'm 47 years old. This is the 4th time that I'm entering the IDFA transformation competition. I never had the chance to win the contest, but I find that persistence is one of the most important quality for successful weight loss, and today I don't give up. I start my transformation May 1st, 2014. I realized that the only solution was in me and I had to give myself this chance to succeed. At the time, several pain in my body were more and more present. Pain in the knee, heels, various skin problems, and frequent chest pain. I had to bring good habit into my life and listen to the alarm that the body gave me. A total change in diet then resulted in a weight loss of 88 pounds in 1 year. In 2016, I had a weight loss of 12 pounds for a total of 100 pound loss. I felt powerful and achieved many personal accomplishments such as race, triathlon, high altitude trek, which lead me to climb 4 summits for more than 5,300 meters in Nepal and even go to the Everest Base Camp. I also participate in numerous fitness competitions in 2 federations and won the Canadian title for Best Transformation in 2017 with Fitness Canada and the world title with Fitness Universe in 2019 in Miami. I am a mother of 2 children, a girl and a boy. My son has 2 syndromes, which gave me a lot of challenge as a mom. In 2020, the period of confinement and a return to comfort made me regain few pounds. I am a federal agent, and on December 8, 2020, an altercation with an arriving passenger who didn't want due to quarantine resulted in a major knee injury. Meniscus tear, anterior ligament tear, and lateral ligament tear. I took this period of insight to make adjustment in my diet. So I lost 25 pounds since December 2020, which now lead my total pound loss for 100 pounds. On the other hand, this injury prevent me from being at my best today. I was not able to fully train and lift some weight. I was reduced to physiotherapy exercise since the accident. But I'm unstoppable. So today here I am, very happy to be part of this competition, and I wish all the competitors good luck. Thank you.
Representing British Columbia, we have Haley Farquhar.
Morning, everyone. My name is Haley Farquhar. I'm from Kimberley, BC, and I will be competing May 15th at the IDFA Virtual Canadians. I am 22 years old, like when this will be posted, so wow. And yeah, it's my first show. I'm in Bikini and I'm in fitness model, both novice as well as transformation, and here's my transformation video. All my life, I have been the bigger kid, the chunky kid, but I've always had pretty good self-confidence, and at a young age, I learned that, you know what, I don't care what you think. I don't care what a lot of people think, because I got to be happy with myself. And when I'm not happy with myself, that's when I got to make a change. And, you know, I get really self-conscious because all my friends are gorgeous and I wouldn't want to go shopping, but I would, you know, hide the hurt. And then university came around and I went to Vancouver at SFU, and I was like, no one knows my story here. I'm not in a small town. I'm done playing that character. And that's when my fitness journey started. I ran literally every day for a year. I lost over 60 pounds and I ran my first half marathon that year. It was awesome. And that was my why at the time. And then I didn't have a why. And I'd still work out. Like, of course I used all the baby weights because that, you know, I was listening to all the wrong information. I was like, oh yeah, you know, girls don't want to get bulky, all this stuff. And then I didn't have a why, and then I started allowing myself to go back to the behaviors that I had in high school. You know, oh, I can afford this. I'll run it off in the morning. And yeah, it was a pretty bad spiral of behaviors, because then COVID came around, gyms closed, you know, restrictions went up, And I looked at myself in the mirror. I'm like, whoa, I thought I was thin and I could never figure out why I could never get rid of my muffin top. And I'm like, oh my God, I did what I slipped back into my old ways and now I have to live with it. But then I was like, So I started talking with some friends that did a bikini comp, and I was like, I need a new why. I'm a person that loves challenges. I need a why. Did some research, and I found my coach, Lori Dixon. She's awesome. She's done it for so long, and I hired her because I'm also a competitive curler, and so we started working on muscle mass and stuff. She said, you know what? I think you can do it. Back in December, because she did it in 17 days. She's like, you can do it. We'll get you started early, and we'll get you on that stage in May. And I thought about it, and in my head I'm like, no, I wanted to make excuses about my diet, and I wanted to, but life, and I had a really hard year this year. I lost my uncle who practically helped raise me, and COVID, and just there was a lot of excuses I could have used, but I didn't. I said no, because I can hear him in the background saying, you never do anything half. Haley, you're a full person. You do everything with full bodied emotions, full body give. So do this in the full. And that's how I attacked it. I went into my prep, and I did prep at 100%. And every day I thought that I'm lucky enough to get to do this. I'm privileged enough that I get to do this with the support of my family, who has been unreal, and my friends, and of course my coach and my team. Anyway, after losing 60 pounds in high school, gaining some back, since I've started training with Lori, I have lost over, I want to say, it's like 36, 37 pounds. And from prep in January to now, I've been working with her for a year, putting on muscle and doing that stuff, but it's just night and day physique change. And this is something that now that I've found a why, I keep wanting more why. I keep want to go there, want to be better. Every day in the gym, I think, how can I make this lift better? Okay, I'm going to get my butt deeper in my squat. And my transformation's not just physical. It's actually true self-confidence change, and it's true self-worth, and now I have something to be proud of. I have things that I want to show people, and I've never had that. So this journey's been pretty spectacular. Here are my photos.
Our final transformation challenge athlete is Paul Miller, representing Alberta.
Siren shattered February's frosty evening silence. It was an ambulance for me, Paul Miller, 62, over 240 pounds, suffering from intense chest pains. For over 30 years previously, I had kept gaining weight until then, 2017. But that was to change. I was having what was called a cardiac event. I felt like I was dying and became unconscious for about 6 hours. When I revived, the ER physician on duty took my hand, looked me straight in the eye, and in a no-nonsense tone said, "The universe has given you a second chance. What are you going to do with it?" She smiled, released her grip, walked away, and I never saw her again. Yes, I needed to change. But how? As a tutor, I met many students, and I befriended Mehdi from Iran, a bodybuilder trainer who sympathized with my story. He introduced me to the fitness training lifestyle. I learned much from him, but he was a student and had to move on. In the following months, nothing major happened, until I met a student I call JK. He changed me even more. We regularly met at our school's training room, studying many things to create the best version of myself. With JK's coaching, my weight dropped from 113 to 78 kilograms. But JK was also a student, and he had to leave too. I began wandering and needed another coach. I discovered a website run by a former bodybuilder, Lee Hayward. I followed Lee's exercises, stretching routines, and nutritional advice, similar to what I had learned from JK. I felt confident about Lee as a coach I could trust. This August, I'll be 67. Since 2019, I've completed several physical challenges. Now when people meet me, I hear, "Wow, age really is just a number."
Now it's time to get into the placings here. In fourth place, we have Haley Farquhar of British Columbia. Third place, we have Virginia Lockyer of Ontario. Second place, we have Paul Miller of Alberta. And our Transformation Canadian champion is Marie-Josée Viau of Quebec. Now it's time for the Canadian Fitness Model Championships. First up, we have Ontario champion Ali Bembridge. She would like to thank her trainer, Katrina Jackson, at Rep Sports and Fitness Training. This is Ali Bembridge. Next to the stage is Quebec champion Chantal Duclos of Gatineau, Quebec. She would like to thank Kim Peppers, Joelle, Heather, Annie, Rachelle, Mom, and Kids. This is Chantal Duclos. Next is our Alberta champion, Melanie Maher. She would like to thank all those who support her getting ready for this competition. This is Melanie Maher. Next to the stage is British Columbia champion Kyla Brass. Kyla would like to thank her family and 2 little boys and boyfriend for their love and support. She'd also like to thank Lori Dixon for the prep help and support. This is Kyla Brass. Time for the placings. In 4th place, we have Melanie Maher of Alberta. 3rd place, we have Chantal Duclos of Quebec. 2nd, we have Ali Bembridge of Ontario. And our fitness model champion is Kyla Brass of British Columbia. Kyla is our Canadian fitness model champion. Now it is time for men's bodybuilding. First on stage is Ontario champion Aaron Adkin. Aaron would like to thank his wife Catherine, coach Peter Fitzgerald, and Andrew Chappelle for the preparation. This is Aaron Adkin. Next up is Quebec champion Marc Piesque of Malartic, Quebec. He'd like to thank all those who support him in getting ready for this competition. This is Marc Piesque. This is your New Brunswick champion, Melvin Jefferson of Hartfield, New Brunswick. He would like to thank his wife, Jackie Jefferson, and all those who support him getting ready for this show. This is Melvin Jefferson. Next to the stage is Edward Stackhouse of Thompson, Manitoba. He's your Manitoba bodybuilding champion. And he would like to thank all those who supported him in getting ready for this competition. This is Edward Stackhouse. Our final bodybuilder to the stage is Alberta champion Nikita Kolosev of Calgary, Alberta. He'd like to thank all those who support him in getting ready for the show. This is Nikita. It's time for the placings. In fifth, we have Manitoba's Edward Stackhouse. In fourth, we have Alberta's Nikita Kolosev. And in third, we have New Brunswick's Melvin Jefferson. Second place goes to Mark Piesque of Quebec. And your national champion is Aaron Atkin of Ontario. Next up are the Figure Nationals, and first to the stage is Ontario's Sarah Ditchburn. Sarah would like to thank Steve Oldfield and her teammates for getting her through this pandemic, and we want to thank all those who support her and getting ready for the show. This is Sarah Ditchburn. Next up is Karine Renault, your Quebec champion. She would like to thank her coach Bruno Robideau and her family and friends and her two gyms, Chez Troyer and Crew Gym. This is Karine Renault. On stage now is your Alberta champion, Stacy Boivin. She would like to thank her husband Paul and her coach Jen DeCandia. This is Stacy Boivin. In third place, we have Stacy Boivin of Alberta. Second goes to Karine Renault of Quebec. And your national champion is Sarah Ditchburn of Ontario. Sarah has earned her IDFA Pro card, and we have Karine Cote already signed up for the Pro division at the National Championships. So Sarah will be facing off against Karine Cote to see who the Pro champ is at the Nationals. We've already seen Sarah's posing, so let's bring Karine Cote to the stage. Karine is from Laval, Quebec. She's an IDFA Pro, and she would like to thank her coaches, Dickens and Sylvie, and her family, Jackson, David, Nancy, and Thomas. This is Karine Cote. Second place goes to Sarah Ditchburn of Ontario. And first place goes to Karine Cote. Karine is our Pro Division champion. Next we have the Men's Physique National Championships. And first to the stage is Ontario's Zhanwei Liu. He's your Ontario champion. He would like to thank his coach, Sunny Zai. This is Ontario champ Zhanwei Liu. Next to the stage is Quebec Physique champion David DeGaris. He would like to thank the IDFA for putting on this competition in 2021. This is David DeGaris. Next we have Saskatchewan champion James Paquette. He would like to thank all those who helped him make it to the stage. This is James Paquette. Welcome to the stage, Manitoba champion Jim Dickinson. He would like to thank his fiancée for all his love, encouragement, and support, and to everyone else who helped him get ready for this stage. This is Jim Dickinson. Next we have Alberta's champion, Nikita Kolisev. He would like to thank all those who helped him get ready for the stage. This is Nikita. Next we have New Brunswick champion Billy Coulombe. He would like to thank all his friends and family. This is Billy Coulombe. In 6th place, we have Nikita Kolisev. In 5th, Jim Dickinson. 4th place goes to Billy Coulombe. 3rd, David DeGaris. And 2nd place goes to Zhang Wei Lu. And our national champion is James Paquette of Saskatchewan. Next up, we have the Bikini Nationals, and first to the stage is Ontario champion Casey Hagedorn. She would like to thank her family and friend for all their support. She'd also like to thank her coach and Team Rollins family. This is Casey Hagedorn. Next to the stage, we have Quebec champion Natalie Bayard. She would like to thank her husband and kids for their support. She'd also like to thank Khalil and Isabel from SK Supplement for helping her with her goals. This is Natalie Bayard. Next we have the British Columbia champion, Kyla Brass. She would like to thank her family and friends, her 2 little boys and boyfriend for their love and support. And she'd also like to thank Lori Dixon for the prep help and support. This is Kyla Brass. Next we have on stage the Alberta champion, Melanie Maher. She would like to thank all those who support her getting ready for the show. This is Melanie Maher. It's time for the placings. In fourth place, we have Melanie Maher of Alberta. In third, we have Natalie Bayard of Quebec. In second, we have Kyla Brass of British Columbia. And your national bikini champion is Casey Hagedorn of Ontario. Casey will earn her IDFA Pro card, and she will be faced off against IDFA Pro Melanie Harness to see who the Pro Division champion is. Since we've already seen Casey's posing and introduction, we're just going to have Melanie, IDFA Pro, enter the stage here. So we have Melanie Harness of Ontario. She would like to thank her husband and family for their endless support, and of course, her wonderful posing coach Tina Mulder and trainer Steve Oldfield. This is IDFA Bikini Pro Melanie Harness. In second place, we have Melanie Harness, and in first in the Bikini Pro Division, you have Casey Hagedorn of Ontario. Thank you everyone for checking out the video. A huge congratulations goes out to all the athletes competing at the Canadian Championships here. You all did a great job. So please subscribe to our channel, because we'll be having more online coverage of other shows coming up on the YouTube channel here. So anyways, check out idfa.ca, and hopefully we'll see you on the online stage or on one of these live stages soon. So check out idfa.ca to learn more about competing and what shows are coming up. Alright, thanks again for checking out the video.